Yes, it is a feel-good Friday. Hello, I'm Mike here, and getting ready to go live in 4 minutes and 30 seconds with another Music Radio Creative live stream, making rock radio jingles today. During the hour-long live stream, if you've just joined for the first time, it's great to have you here. If you are, of course, watching on the replay, you can feel free to fast forward 4 minutes and 14 seconds and get straight to the content. Otherwise, you join me here in the chat room right now, and it's always nice to see your comments pre-show so I can shout them out. Very unfortunate and sad to hear that David Silk is not feeling too well right now, watching in bed. David, hope you feel better soon. And thanks for being there anyway, watching in bed. That is dedication. We got Rovigo, we got Pete there as well in Austria. Rovigo's in Italy. Peter Young is there. Survey's going really well, by the way. Yeah, for those of you on the pre-show right now, if you haven't done so already, mrc.fm/survey will help to shape the future of this show. Already starting to get some great feedback from you, so thank you for that. Especially if you've taken the time to fill out the boxes with some of your thoughts. So really appreciate that. mrc.fm/survey. David Hunter's here. Hey, David. I didn't get my first link badge in the community when I shared a link. Really? I'll have to look into that. Maybe it's delayed. Delayed in the post. Robert Doerman is there. Hi, nice to see you there. From Germany, we've got Paige. Nice to see you back, Paige. Mr. Mega Radio UK, ready for another show. Yeah, let's go. Who else is lurking there in the chat? Come on, make yourself known. Your name and where you're watching from. That's what I'd like to know, please. We're getting ready to go live. We're already live thanks to the fantastic Restream service. If you ever want to do live streaming online, highly recommend you check out the service at mrc.fm/restream. It certainly allows for this show to be live on Microsoft platform Mixer, Smashcast, VK in Russia, Ustream, Mob Crush, Dailymotion, Cybergame, Live Edu. Where else are we live? Livehouse in China, Stream.me, OK.ru in Russia, YouNow, Twitch of course, Picato, Periscope, and of course Facebook Live. Hassan's in from Norway, lovely to have you back, Hassan. Gideon as well, morning to you. David has been racking up badges in the music radio creative community when you couldn't sleep. That's a great new hobby. How many badges can you get awarded on the MRC community? Yeah, definitely don't flag me. To get another badge. Wow, you're going for it, David. Looks like you're heading towards Moderator City at this rate. We'll be looking for some new moderators actually come October. Maybe one or two. So we've already got a fantastic lineup of moderators in the community, but always up for keen people to help out there. Right, stand by, 1 minute and we go live. Woo!
Testing the left speaker. Left. Testing the right speaker. Right. Testing phaser. All frequency sweep. Now. Stand by
for Music Radio Creative Live with Mike Russell.
MRC Live. Music Radio Creative Live.
With Mike Russell.
Starting in 30 seconds.
Yes, rock on, my friend, rock on! Yes, it is Music Radio Creative Live, and I am so excited to be here, bringing you what will be a rather hot-rocking event as I delve into the world of rock audio production, where you can be a little alternative. You can stick in distortion. You can do all kinds of cool, crazy stuff just to make those jingles pop right out of your speakers. So we're getting into that during this live stream, and I'm really glad that you could join me for this show because I always appreciate it when you take the time to tune in. I know you're busy. I know you've got loads of other stuff to do, but just being here really, really enthuses me to keep doing more of these shows. Talking about doing more of these shows, I would love to know from you what you think of the Music Radio Creative live stream, whether it's too long, too short, whether I'm doing too many, not enough, and the way you can really help to shape the future of this live show that happens every weekday, Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. UK time, is go to mrc.fm/survey. It's only open until the end of the month, by the way. I'm going to be closing that survey at the end of September 2017. For those of you listening in the future. So go over mrc.fm/survey. It's just a very simple one-page survey. Ask you lots of tick box questions like, how long would you like the show to be? How many days a week would you like it to be? What would you like me to talk about? That kind of stuff. And then just a few boxes where you can put in your own comments and give me some feedback. It really will help. I can't stress this enough. Your response really will help make this show more of what you want. mrc.fm/survey. I know many of you have already filled it out, but just in case you haven't filled it out, please do so. And then in October, this coming October 2017, we'll be reshaping the show based on your feedback and your comments. So it's that fast that it is going to happen because I don't like to hang around. If you want something, I want to introduce it and make it happen. Right, let's get over to the screen share and take a look at what I have got with me today. I got a bit of Sheldon, and I love Sheldon's voice. He's very rocky and edgy as it goes anyway.
Sit down, strap in, hang on, and rock out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we've got the tagline, of course.
This is Red Radio.
Red Radio. Okay, I was going to have some fun with this, and I've decided that I'm going to use a plugin. Can't remember who asked me yesterday. It might have been Anthony in the live chat. He said to me, Mike, what is your favorite Waves audio plugin? And I was like, I'll get back to you. I didn't have a very good answer for you yesterday. Well, I was thinking about it, and you know how things often come to you in your sleep, and you wake up and you're like, that's my favorite Waves plugin. So yeah, I figured it out overnight, and my favorite Waves plugin, there are a lot of really good ones, but my favorite, because it just has so much possibility, has to be Waves Tune. Or Waves Tune LT. Waves Tune LT, short for light. It's the light version, but to be honest, I don't think I'm missing too many features. I've got the LT version, Waves Tune Light. You can do magic with this plugin. It's an auto-tuning plugin. And I've got some old information in there, so let me start this again. So we'll go to default settings. There we go, boom. All cleared and ready to use. It's an auto-tuning plugin with a kick, and you can do some really cool stuff with this. And I thought this might be quite good for a rocky jingle. So Waves Tune Lite, often they have it on sale for about $29, which is amazing. And if you did want to get a discount, actually let's find out how much it is on the site now. Waves Tune LT is on right now for, yeah, it's on sale at the moment. If you wanted to check it out, grab it for yourself. $429, down from 100 or 99, I should say. And if you want to get a further 10% off that price, mrc.fm/waves will take it down further. It will give you a coupon for 10% off. mrc.fm/waves. So yeah, you're going to get $2.90 off that list price there. So this is my favorite plugin. This is why. This is how I like to use it. So let's go and bring the plugin in. Like so, Waves Tune Lite. And I don't do enough auto-tuning. I always think I should do more. So if you have a DAW that can do MIDI interfacing and rewire, then you can hook that all up. Audition doesn't support that. But it doesn't mean you can't use Waves Tune LT or Waves Tune in Audition.
Sit down, strap in, hang on, and rock out.
Okay, what you have to do first of all is play the audio for the plugin to actually recognize, yes, there is audio there. And it kind of paints on what it reckons are musical notes. Obviously, this is speaking and not singing. And then what I can do is, let's grab my magnifying glass over here and zoom in on this first bit here. And you can see it makes little blocks. Then if I go to the block icon, I think with the Waves Tune full version, all you do is you get these extra bits unlocked. But in all fairness, for the way I use this plugin, it's I don't need all those extras. This can really, really work wonders for me. Right, let's just get this. Oh, what's going on with that? That's a bit weird. Oh, yes, it's got undo actually in there. There we go. Right, okay. There we go. So what I'm doing is moving these all onto the same note.
Sit down.
And you can't really hear much of a difference yet. I like the kind of waveform it has painted out there for Sheldon. It's made quite a dramatic curve there. Just trying to be, it's quite sort of bitty to move all these blocks. It does take a little bit of time. But the end result you'll get, let's just start doing a little bit of it so you can get an idea of where I'm going with this Waves Tune plugin. Let's pull this one down as well. There we go. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm essentially moving Sheldon's speech all onto one note, and then I'll be able to auto-tune him almost like he's singing this slogan for this radio station. So let's bring that like that. Okay, that's it for now. Right, just going to zoom out a little bit. And you can see there's still a little bit more for me to do over there. But now that I've got this all set up, let's select all.
Sit down. Strap in.
And then I'm going to change these dials a little bit, like that and like that.
Sit down. Strap in. Sit down. Strap in.
You might already notice that there's a change there to his voice. Move that up.
Sit down. Strap in.
So you can hear how it's pitching up and down.
Sit down. Strap in. Sit down. Strap in.
And now I can move this down here.
Sit down. Strap in. Sit down.
Let's just do something really crazy. Let's move it right up.
Sit down. Strap in. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
So you're making him very electronic.
Sit down.
Like that. And we could go right up there.
Sit down. Strap in. Hang on. Sit down. Strap in.
So you can do all kinds of tuning like that. I'm just going to do that for the moment, just as an example, and then we can do more with this.
And rock out.
And rock out. I can also put on all kinds of different effects. I mean, there's just so much that you can do. Another plugin that I really like from Waves is the One Knob. Where is the One Knob? The One Knob series, brilliant for adding a bit of subtle distortion.
Hang on and rock out. Hang on and...
Okay, so we're going to have that. We're going to have...
Sit down. Strap in. Hang on and rock out.
And then we're going to bring that into multi-track. Let's make sure I've got my MRC template there. Rock Jingles, we'll call it. And so now I'm going to whack in that, and I'm going to bring in the original, which I believe was this one here. Kind of combine these together.
Sit down.
Maybe a little bit more.
Sit down. Strap in. Hang on and rock out.
Okay, yeah, very rocky already, very edgy. Now I'm going to bring in some production elements, and pleased to say, actually, I've got rock work parts here. Just going to unzip it. If you want to get these for yourself to have a play with, all the effects I'm using in this session, go over to musicradiocreative.com /instant-download/rock work parts. I'll post it there in the live chat. But you can also access it via the Radio Instant downloads. Rock work parts, 252 music beds, 231 sound effects, and 483 elements to rock out your station. So here we go. Let's have a look at what we've got in here. First of all, I'm going to go in for the effects, and we'll get this one. Let's have a look. Nice. Okay, so as you can imagine, lots of kind of starters, images like that. Let's just bring this in now to the sound effects part. And let's bring in some more here. What have we got? Let's just bring in a wide variety of rock effects so I can start building something here.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
I want to do a little thing on the
sit
on the sit bit. And what am I doing here? New audio file. Yep, and we'll call that reverb. And I'm just going to paste that in. And then, let's see, insert some silence like this. And to make it nice and rocky, let's just remember that point there with a marker. Effects, reverse, effects, and reverb. We'll go for the studio reverb. We'll put loads of decay on it, like that. And then we'll reverse it back again, like so. And then I'm going to use another Waves plugin. You can see, since I've added the Platinum package to my arsenal from Waves, these are kind of like real go-tos for me now. Meta Flanger. I want to meta flange that reverse reverb a bit. Ooh. That's got a good sound to it, hasn't it? Let's listen without meta flanger. With meta flanger. It's got that kind of whooshing in spaceship effect, hasn't it? Like, let's have a look through some of these presets. So that's the default. That's got a kind of Led Zeppelin sound to it, hasn't it? That's a bit too electronic, that one. And I hope you're listening in stereo, by the way. I really hope you're listening in stereo. If you're not listening in stereo, head over. Best place to get stereo of the live stream is at youtube.com/musicradiocreative, by the way. What else have we got? I got some really cool stuff in here. So you can have fun with that. There is actually a cool native Adobe Audition effect. I don't know if you've used this one before. I think it's in the phaser here. Adobe Audition phaser, and they call it Z Leplin, which is good for a rocky style sound. Look at what it's doing there. Hang on, you can't see it because my head's in the way. Let's try and zoom it in so I can move it over. So look at that. The top one is the original, and the bottom one is the phased version. And you can see it's doing some funky phasing there through all the different frequencies. Cool. Let's go with Z Leplin. I could use Meta Flanger, but I just got a vibe that Z Leplin is going to work. Look at that. Oh, how beautiful do those curves look. I love it. I love a bit of phasing. Right, wow, that's just magical. Right, let's bring that in now. That's my reverse reverb trick that I did. And we'll add that, we'll layer that into the jingle like this. Needs to go there. Need to line it up with my marker.
Sit down. Sit down.
And we want to make sure that we're not starting that effect until the actual intro effect has started, which is there, as you can see. So let's just do that. And it might actually pay to just fade that in.
Sit down.
Too overpowering. Let's bring the volume down a bit.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Strap in. Sit down.
Right, let's pull that up a little bit.
Down. Strap in. Down. Strap in. Down. Strap in.
I quite like that effect. That's kind of like poof, strap in. And then we've got a tail to that, and we've got a... And that staticky sound is really going to help because we go from a kind of auto-tuned reverse reverb sound into a one knob driver effect, which is kind of like this.
And rock out.
So that static effect is really going to help me with the transition there because it'll almost mark a change in the vocal effect, which is what I wanted to do.
Sit down. Strap in.
I'm not sure if I like the placement of that drop. Let me just try and move it around a bit. Let's see.
Sit down. Strap.
Maybe I need to let it establish itself before we get to the next liner.
Sit down. Strap in.
I'm just going to give it some breathing space.
Sit down. Strap in. Sit down. Strap in. Sit down. Strap in.
We need a kind of buckling up sound effect, don't we? Like that, don't we? Let me just have a search through our archives and see if we've got what's going to come up if I type strap into the search bar. Let's try it. Strap. See if we've got any kind of strapping in sounds or anything like that. Blade straps. No, no, no. Velcro? Not really. Umbrella button? Umbrella button? Come on, I want a real strapping sound. We got to have something. Oh, come on, this is weak. What other keywords would I use to find what I want? Leather straps? Should we try that? No. Come on, help me out in the live chat. What should I type in if I want to find a really cool strapping sound, you know, strap-in sound? Any thoughts from you? Loads of cool comments. This is actually a good point to take a little break to mention what you've been saying. I did mention at the start of the show, mrc.fm/survey. If you haven't done so already, really appreciate that to help shape the future of this live stream. Abood is in from Oman. Good to see you. We got Sand Dunes as well. How do you make the cool animation on your intro? I used After Effects, and I think a template I got from Video Hive. What else have we got here? Hi to David. It's good to see that you're there, David. Thank you for being there, David Silk and David Hunter. Who else have we got? Michael Duffy saying hello there. Mega Radio UK just filled out the survey. Thank you for doing so. Isabella's in, chatting away. GK as well. Nice to see you. What else? Buckle in, says Rue Rider. Sounds oddly unsatisfying. Yes. Morning to Louis Riviera. Nice to see you, Louis. Wallop and Buckle. Okay, yeah, good ideas. Let's search for Wallop and Buckle. I love having you here because you really help me when I'm stuck for inspiration on the word that I need to search for when looking for a sound effect. Buckle. Aha! We might be. Oh, that's kind of a buckle. That's another buckle, bit too short. No. Let's have a look. Anything else? No. No. What about wallop? Let's see what comes up if I type wallop. Or whack. Let's try whack. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's just go with something else then.
Strap in.
Let's find out what else we've got maybe in our rock work parts here. What is this? Let's have a listen to this. That could work. Let's just chop it there. Get that electronic sound out of it.
Hang on.
And want to just extend that out a little bit and give that a bit of breathing space again. Let's move this out. Oh. Like so.
On and rock.
And actually.
On and rock out.
Let's just kill that. Wow, Paul Orr, thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Paul, donating through the super chat to the show to help to keep it alive. Really appreciate you, Paul. Paul watching from Tennessee. And actually, yeah, I see you there, Paul. Filled out my survey over on Facebook Live. Yes, must remember the Facebook Lives because there's lots of people watching on Facebook Live. Thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that. What have we got here? Joseph says, I love it. Ilian says, good job, thank you. Jamie says, car belt. Oh, that was a good suggestion. Or whip from Joseph. What about suggestions from people on Facebook? Yes, I'm watching Facebook. I have to remember, yeah, Ben Tonks is there in Telford today in the UK. Hazel's watching. Nice to see you. You got Isik as well. So, yeah, a really good stronghold over on Facebook watching the show too today, which is nice.
And hang on and rock out. This is Red Radio.
Right, let's just move that away.
This is Red Radio.
Shall we go for a rather distorty feel?
Rock out. This is Red Radio.
let's just take that. I might use some of Sheldon's other liners a little bit later, so let's whack them all the way over there in the session, focusing here at the moment.
Sit down, strap in, hang on, and rock out.
No, that's too tight. But you get the idea of where I'm going here.
Rock out.
No, not tight enough.
Rock out. This is Red Radio. This is Red Radio.
I wonder if I could do like a whack there at radio.
Red Radio. 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 Radio.
I wonder if I got a nice rocky whack. Again, I'm looking through the rock work parts here. Let's see what we got. That could work. Let's pull that in and see whether we can do something with that.
Is Red Radio. Is Red Radio.
And awesome, let's chop there. And we'll take you. Pop you over here. I keep doing that, don't I? Radio down. Post that in. Just copying and pasting there. And then we're going to... no, rather than using the pitch bender, let's do something else. I did mention how much I love Waves Tune Lite, which is on sale for $29 right now. Wow. And coupon at mrc.fm/waves will get you a further 10% off.
Radio.
That's all.
Radio.
That's it. That's all I need there. And just going to have a little play, see what we can do with this. So this is going to take a little bit of moving around, juggling here, move this all in, because I thought that maybe we can do something fun with the radio bit as we bring in another sound effect to kind of, if you like, complete this sweeper. So it's doing something funky with the pitch there, so let's bring that all the way up. Radio. It's always funny auto-tuning voices, because of course auto-tune is really designed for auto-tuning sung vocals, but I just think it works so well on voices. Why not use it? Yeah, if it works, use it.
Radio. Radio.
Whoa.
Radio.
That's weird, isn't it? Joyceum Rum. You're amazing, Joyceum Rum. Thank you so much for the friendly support of the show. Lovely to get some super chats. The super chats come in, by the way, for those of you not watching on YouTube, at youtube.com/musicradiocreative. There's a little $ button, I believe, you can push. There you go. Wow. Joycean, thank you so much for supporting the show. Really appreciate that. Must be that feel-good Friday vibe today. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, what am I going to do with this? I was going to kind of pull that down a bit.
Radio. Radio.
We've got something funky going on with the auto-tune there. Let's move that.
Radio. Radio.
Weird, huh?
Radio. Radio.
Let's pull that down a bit more.
Radio. 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 Radio.
Making it a little electric.
Radio. 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 Radio.
That's about as high as I can go.
Radio.
Let's move that down and that down there and that down there. I don't know what this is going to do. I'm just kind of messing about. You know, sometimes the best inspiration comes when you just mess about.
Radio. Radio.
Let's do this. Da, 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 da.
Radio. Radio.
And down. Like that. It's either going to be genius or it's going to sound messy.
Radio. Radio.
I don't know. Nah, don't like it. I'll go for the pitch bender instead.
Radio. Radio.
And let's do some squirrely stuff here. Rip. We're splining curves at the moment.
Radio. 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 Radio.
You can switch off spline curves, make it a bit more
Radio.
rigid.
Radio. Radio.
Let's try that and see how it sounds. Radio down. Bring that in. Maybe it just needs to be in tandem.
Red Radio. This is Red Radio. This is Red Radio.
Let's pull you up and pull you down.
Red Radio.
Cool. Okay, so that's as far as we got so far. I'm just going to chop this off and let that naturally decay. We got this so far.
Sit down, strap in, hang on, and rock out. This is Red Radio.
And I think I'm going to bring this into the mix as a bit of music.
Red Radio.
So here's our 80s, old-time 80s rock and roll jingle. I really like this. It's a cross between kind of Meatloaf, Marillion.
More music, more memories, old-time rock and roll.
I was actually going to put that together, but it seems like I've actually got the piece in my folder that is already glued together. I was gonna stick the a cappella on top of that music bed, which would fit there.
More music, more memories, old-time rock and roll.
Well, what we can do is we could double track that up a little bit and make this this good. So this is the this is one of our themes. It's the, what is it called? It's the old time rock and roll 80s rock jingle. 80s rock jingle. And this is one of our exclusive themes. I got told off by Isabella earlier because I called them templates. They're not templates, they're themes. They're musical themes. They're templates. Just put a sung vocal over and make a jingle, right? No, musical themes. Get the analogy, get the jargon right, Mike. Here's the a cappella. Let's hear the a cappella on its own.
Old-time rock and roll.
That just sounds so good, doesn't it? That's Kim, one of our vocalists, Kim. She's amazing, absolutely amazing. So versatile as well. We do jingles for customers around the world that request dance tracks. Kim does that. Slow ballad theme tunes. She does that really well. And as you can hear,
More music,
rock.
more memories, old-time rock and roll.
I like the way David has now nicknamed Isabella the Fairy. Let's move this up to the voice EQ. Take that off solo. Whoa, we've got a bit of distortion going on there. Hang on. Hang on, I know why I'm distorting. I've got the fader too high.
More music, more memories, old-time rock and roll.
Let's put on a little bit of the one knob. Other distortion plugins are available, by the way, and I'm going to look at one in just a moment.
More music, more memories, old-time.
Whoa.
More memories, more memories, more memories, more music, more memories.
I'm not sure how much that's helping, but I just thought I'd give it a whirl. We can take that onto solo and listen.
Old-time rock and roll.
Gosh, that's distortion. If this went up to 11, I would turn it up to 11, definitely. Okay, cool. Let's move on a little bit more and have a play with what we got here. This is a longer one, so I might save that till later. We've used that one already. Let's bring this into the mix and see what we got here. I need to get rid of that one knob, I think, now. Off.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
Awesome. Okay, so that could be quite cool for a little mix. Let's go into what have we got? We've got so many rock themes at Music Radio Creative. What if I was to introduce this? Would it be rude if I was to create a jingle that sounded like this? Let's have a listen. Oh yeah. Ho, 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 everyone! Merry Christmas! Yes, it is that time of year to start thinking about your Christmas radio, DJ, podcast imaging. So why not get your favourite music track, make it sound festive, and add sleigh bells to the background? Nice, I really like it. Yeah, someone really needs to do a lot of work with sleigh bells.
Rapid Fire Radio.
So let's just mix this together with a theme.
.fm.
It's nearly Christmas. The countdown is on. How many sleeps till Christmas? Let's find out. I like Christmas. But now is the time of year that we start to get the first orders at Music Radio Creative for Christmas jingles. Yeah, it's 93 days till Christmas. Don't want to worry you or anything, but that's close. Yeah, about when we hit the 100 mark, 100 days to Christmas, we start to get inquiries as to what kind of Christmas stuff have you got at MRC. So yeah, it's never too early. And you should have sorted Halloween by now, by the way. That should be done and dusted. Now, you should have that all sorted out.
Caster.fm. Caster.fm. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
Okay. That's coming from there. I'm just going to shorten this theme down. Let's do this. Cut that bed and make it shorter. So we've got a very short little imagey jingle here for this station that wants a Christmas feel to its imaging. So what I did, I turned a 30-second theme into roughly 15 seconds. Actually, I don't know if I need all that. Maybe we can. Not so harsh though. We don't want it so harsh. And that's okay. But now back to my rock work parts. And I'm going to put something else in there. What have you been saying right now in the chat? Let's have a little look at what's been going on recently. What have we got? Loads of people watching over on Facebook today, which is awesome. It's always good to see people commenting. Do let me know where you're watching from in the world if you're on Facebook Live right now. Joseph wants to know which Adobe Audition am I using. It doesn't have the option, doesn't have all the options I've got. He's on 6.0 or CS6, I think is that. I'm on the very latest version, which is Adobe Audition CC 2017. A new one due to drop before the end of the year, by the way. I think it's called CC 2018 because I did see the preview videos at IBC in Amsterdam, and along the top it said Adobe Audition CC 2018. So nice to get a nice update. What have we got here? That is so funny. Thank you, Joyce Ian, by the way, for supporting the show. I cannot believe Nightbot banned your super chat. Oh, you gotta laugh at this automated moderation, huh? Anyway, Joyce Ian, really appreciate you. Very kind of you to donate, and Paul as well, to the show via super chat today. That's so crazy. Any tips on Dynamics plugins? Specifically, I got Waves Platinum. Thanks again, would be really appreciated. Joyce Ian, I recommend you start out with L1 and L3. So if you look for the L1 and L3 plugins, I think they're called L1 and L3 Ultra Maximizer. Check them out. They are both included in the Waves Platinum package. If you wanted to shell out a little bit of extra cash, I know a very good one that a lot of EDM producers use is the C6 plugin from Waves. I can show you the C6 because I've got it. It's like a multi-band compressor on steroids here, and yeah, it's rather good, rather sweet sounding. I quite like it. So those would be my go-to Waves plugins. But in your package that you currently got, L1 and L3 would definitely be a good start. Subliminal beer advertising. Oh, yeah, you noticed? Nice, yes. I didn't realize that the logo was showing. And the beautiful logo of an eagle. Huge fan of the United States, I am, and their beer. I know not everyone is a fan of American beer, but I absolutely love it. Coors Light, Budweiser, you name it. Yes. And I've got so many great European beers on my doorstep, yet I choose American. It's okay, isn't it? It's okay. It's okay to do that. What else have we got? Thank you, Liam, for the advice on double tracking and panning left to right. Might do a bit of that in just a moment. David is not too impressed. David Hunter with the Christmas music there. Sounds like a Brian May guitar, says David Silk. Yeah, less than 100 sleeps till Christmas, as Isabella is reinforcing. I also think that this mug is not green tea anymore. This one? I do have green tea quite a lot, but as you'll see, there is a lemon floating in there. It's good for the voice. So, yeah, it's just hot water with lemon. I usually go for that in the afternoon. I might have a cup of green or black tea in the morning, but in the afternoon I tend to stay away from the caffeine. Got any T-shirts in stock? Oh, yeah, I think if you wanted to get a T-shirt, by the way, do give me some feedback on this. I think it's only available on Amazon.com right now. If we go to mrc.fm/t-shirt, I want to say. T-shirt, try and spell that right. Yeah, mrc.fm/t-shirt will take you to Amazon.com, and you can get a T-shirt in many different colours with the MRC logo on, if you're interested. Yeah, they do sell from time to time, so really nice. Anyone who's buying a T-shirt not only gets to wear the MRC logo with pride, a beautiful audio waveform there, but also you're helping to support the show as well, because we do get a small amount of that price that you pay there for the T-shirt. But I think it only ships in the United States right now. I don't think it ships out. You can try. I wonder if I could add to cart. Oh, I need to select a size. Right, okay. But yeah, mrc.fm/t-shirt. Excellent question there, David. Dear Santa, I would like to receive a Neumann TLM 103 for Christmas. Great idea, Renato. Really like that. Paul Anthony's in. Nice to see you there. What else have we got here? Yeah, loads of cool stuff. So keep the comments coming in. Meanwhile, I'm going to get back to it over here. Joseph reckons I'm drinking vodka and lemon. Yeah, it'd definitely kickstart the creativity, wouldn't it? Right, let's have a look. What have we got here? Rock work parts. I want something nice to start off this rocky jingle. Let's go to effects. What have we got here? Let's have a listen. Oh, that could work. Just needs to be something that kind of winds into that track. That's not going to work. It doesn't sound right because we need a kind of boom or a whoosh. Let's go to the library, imaging. You see, most of the stuff I've got here is kind of dancey or hit music style. Some of this can be quite good. I need a good whoosh. No, that's too harsh. That could work. Nice and bassy. Up a bit. Let's bring that down a bit. I'm going to reverb you, if you don't mind. Let's pop out a new track there, and we'll just reverb that part of the effect. That bit needs a reverb so it merges nicely into that music bed. So reverb, studio reverb. Let's make it all nice and wet. Let's try that. And now in context, it would sound like this. Yeah. Let's tail that down a bit.
Rapid. Rapid.
Let's go from beat 1 over there.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapid Fire Radio.
Right, let's move this up the top over here.
Rapid Fire Radio. Radio. Rapid Fire Radio. Fire Radio.
Putting distortion on in the background again with one knob.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapid.
Bring that down.
Radio. Rapid fire.
Down.
Rapid fire.
Dillinger Andrews. Wow, amazing stuff. Thank you, Dillinger, for a wonderful donation via the Super Chat feature at youtube.com/musicradiocreative. Really, really appreciate you, Dillinger. Very kind of you to make a donation to the show. And of course, when you do make a Super Chat donation on YouTube, it is a possibility. You can also write a message there. So if you have any message you'd like me to read out or any questions that are burning away on your mind, then do let me know. Dillinger, I really, really appreciate you. And I have to say, I haven't seen your name around so much in the chat. So do let me know. Are you new? Have you been around for a while? Yeah, that's very, very kind of you to make a Super Chat donation. Thank you. Let's move this over here.
Rapidfire.caster.fm.
No, that's not going to work, is it? That's
Radio. Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm. Radio.
Let's move this up.
Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
Right. Creativity.
Caster.fm.
We could actually do a little echo there. 410. Joseph on Facebook. Hey, Joseph. Hey. Yeah, I've seen you over on Facebook. So thanks for coming over to YouTube and making that donation. Very grateful for that. Very, very grateful.
FM.
Let's go in for. I put the Wave C6. Actually, it'd be nice to show you how the Wave C6 works in a minute after I played with some echo. And let's go for what we got here. There's some really good ones. Super tap, 6 taps, maybe. Or we'll go for the Waves Super Tap 2 taps. Let's take a look at that instead. Right. That looks good.
FM.
Let's just take that down a bit. 410 milliseconds, which makes it 146 BPM. That's cool.
FM.
Let's bring that out.
FM.
Oh, I love the Christmas bells. It's getting me in the spirit now.
FM.
Let's move this up to 10. 10.
FM.
Maybe 8 on this one.
FM.
We can do all kinds of cool stuff here. Do some high pass.
FM.
Oh, nice. More high pass.
FM.
Nice. So the high pass is just rolling off bass on those. And of course, with the Super Tap, you can also move the stereo positioning of those repeated .fms.
FM.
Really cool. We can have some feedback too.
FM.
Take that down a bit.
FM.
That might work. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, let's run through now and take a look at what we can do with C6. Back to the start again. Over on the master channel, I don't usually put stuff on the master channel, but let's use the C6 kind of Waves multiband compressor. Seeing as I'm using a lot of Waves audio stuff. If you did want to get any of this stuff, head to mrc.fm/waves for a 10% discount on anything, even stuff that's on sale, which is cool. Right, let's go to default here.
Sit down. Strap in.
And let's have a look at what we've got. Deeper. Let's start with deeper.
Sit down. Strap in.
So that gives a rather deep sound. But we've got some mastering presets here. Mastering A.
Sit down. Strap in. Hang on and rock out. This is Red Radio.
And take that off.
Sit down.
So it really is adding some quite harsh compression there, if you can hear it. Let's go for mastering B.
Sit down. Strap in. Hang on and rock out. This is Red Radio.
And then we're mastering on this track as well here, using the Waves C6, which is nice. You can see it's just, thresholds are just tickling the limits there, so we're not going nuts, but it's doing enough to make it sound good.
More music, more memories. All time rock and roll.
Taking my distortion off a little bit there. And then we got this one over here.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
It gives quite a sweet sound to your audio, the C6. Definitely you can have a bit more of a play with it than I do. I mean, you can isolate certain frequencies, you can move them about, so you can say I want to get that particular frequency and then move the thresholds down like this.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
That's putting a lot of the mid-range out there. Let's have a listen.
Rapid Fire Radio.
So the further I'm moving those down, the more I'm going to be compressing or shaping the sound of the final product.
Rapid Fire Radio.
And you can obviously turn the output up or turn it down if you're peaking. You've got all of those choices in the C6, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good bit of kit. Let's have a look at what you have been saying over on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube Live as well. Plenty of you watching today, which is fantastic. It's really lovely to get your comments when you join in with the show, whether that be from the start or in the middle. Steve says, "Hi Mike, it's Steve from Dallas here. Thanks for the t-shirt info. We'll be ordering one of those over the weekend." Amazing. Double thumbs up for you, Steve. Really appreciate that. Yeah, mrc.fm/t-shirt will take you to the Amazon.com United States store. I think they only ship to the US, but you can try. And as I say, a portion of the money that you spend to buy the t-shirt does come directly to support the show, which is great. So what else have we got here? So yeah, gave a big shout out to donors today to the show, including we've had Dillinger, Joycean Ram, and we've had Paul Orr as well, which has been brilliant. So thank you so much for that. Frank Ways, Xmas Bells, Chris Rear Alarm, yes, driving home for Christmas, which is nice. What else have we got? Liam saying, please could someone post the link to the Music Radio Creative community, as I have lost the page. Yeah, no worries. If you want to go and check out our community, it is at community.musicradiocreative.com. community.musicradiocreative.com will take you in there. Lots of stuff going on, including I'm asking that you please fill out this survey at mrc.fm/survey before the end of the month, so that we can make some awesome updates and changes to the live stream show before October rolls around. So yeah, that's one of the posts in there. But other latest posts, we've had a fantastic post here from Saba, who's known as Bojan in the live chat when he's in on the stream, and he's posted a link to apparently Isotope have just made one of their plugins free today. So lots of folk posting like any free stuff that's available. asking about insurance that you carry for your business, the new features coming up in Adobe Audition CC. Wow, yeah, Juan, who's out in Mexico now, posting a project related to South America and power intros. Interesting. Not many people are creating power intros in South America. How about that? Free epic sound effects for film and video trailers posted in there as well. So lots of cool stuff, always really helpful. You can ask questions, you can get answers as well over at community.musicradiocreative.com. What else have we got here? We got Dillinger saying, I do have one question. Every time I try to install plugins, what folder do I put them in? I always put them in the plugin folder, but they never show up in Adobe Audition. Well, depends. If you are getting hold of a plugin from Isotope or Waves Audio, I know Waves have their own proprietary installer, so you just kind of run it and it does its magic. But there is one thing that you might not be doing. So yeah, if you install a plugin with an installer, it will usually put it in the right location on your computer. And then when you're in Audition, you just go to the effects menu, Audio Plugin Manager, and there's a button here. Let's zoom it in saying Scan for Plugins. If you click Scan for Plugins, untick rescan existing plugins unless you want to take like 10 minutes scanning, depending on the amount of plugins. It should find everything and should add it to your effects menu. If not, do check the location, see if you've got anything already installed and look at where it's located. For instance, I can see most of my plugins are installed in library/audio/plug-ins/VST or VST3. So yeah, might help you out, but definitely go through that process if you've not done so already, Dillinger. David Lewis, does MRC get any discounts on Isotope plugins? We don't currently have an agreement with Isotope, although I did meet them. I got a lovely team, actually fantastic team, that I met last year at the IBC show in Amsterdam. Not this year, I wasn't here this year, but last year in 2016, I was at IBC and I got the opportunity to meet lots of the marketing executive for Isotope and also lots of the technicians who create the plugins. Really lovely team. Haven't got anything worked out with them, but yeah, maybe it's a good idea to get back in touch with them and see if there's anything we can work out, because I know they knock out good stuff, don't they? What else have we got? Ravigo saying David needs to be a moderator. David Hunter, that is. So yeah, absolutely. Like I say, in the community, we'll be opening up another space or two, perhaps, for moderators come October. So that's not too far away now at all. That's everything, I think. Diego, hi, Mike. I can use your lessons for my radio station. Thanks very much. Awesome. It's my pleasure to help. So let's wrap up this tutorial now, see if I've got any other bits. I did have a little bit of Duke speaking, and he sounded rather good, with a kind of rocky sort of promo here. Let's have a listen to what we've got with Duke.
The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station.
If it's the Rockin' Diner, we need suitable work parts for that. And I know in our sung jingles here, we do have a 1950s style jingle, which I think is going to be perfect for this. I've used this before, but yeah, I really think it's going to work well. Let's just move that track up so I can see what I'm doing. I don't have to kind of hop around everywhere in the multi-track.
The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station. Just log on to...
Right, let's cut this up and make this into a little promo. Not too many clever sound effects in this, just some syncing up with the music.
Just log on to www.rockindinerradio.com and enjoy.
Okay, let's...
Dinerradio.com. Radio.
Kind of an awkward pause there between Rock and Diner Radio, so let's try and cut that.
Dinerradio.com and enjoy.
That kind of works nicely with the movement of the music there.
And enjoy. .com and enjoy.
Let's time stretch that so it fits even better.
And enjoy. And enjoy. .com and enjoy.
I want to do a little bit of mastering on you, Duke, if you don't mind. or exciting and loudness maximizing, if I'm to be specific. So let's create your own bus here. Alt and B or Option B on a Mac to create a bus. Duke VFX, we'll call that. And I'm just going to route this rather than going through the master. It's going to go through Duke's own special bus. Here we go. And we'll do something nice to Duke. Special mastering. Because you don't have to use the mastering plugin just for the final master. It actually has some really good features in here, including Exciter and Loudness Maximizer.
The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station. Just log on to www.rockindiner.radio.
I know where that needs to go. There.
The Rockin' Diner is a
Now we're talking.
The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station.
Really bringing out the presence in Duke's voice. Even adds a bit of reverb. Exciter up a bit.
The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station. Just log on to www.rockindiner.
There's some weird pauses in there.
www.rockindiner.
Rockin' Diner?
Rockin' Diner. Rockin' Diner.
Too tight now.
Rockin' Diner. Rockin' Diner.
You know, when the word D is said, there's often an awkward before the D comes in. Don't know if you've ever noticed that.
Diner.
How can I isolate that to show you?
Diner.
There's just this little bit that can usually be cut off before the D comes in. The D. Before D comes in, it's like this sound.
Rockin' Diner.
Yeah, that sounds a bit cleaner.
Diner.
Let's try and get that on the beat if we can.
Rockin' Diner Radio. RockinDinerRadio.com and enjoy.
And enjoy. Let's look at this. 477. Shall we go for one of my old favorites, the H delay? Not quite sure how this is going to work, but let's try it. 477.
And enjoy.
Let's do some filtering.
And enjoy.
Bit too harsh, isn't it?
And enjoy.
And I'm going to bounce that because for some reason the H delay doesn't work so well in real time inside Audition's multi-track. That might actually get fixed with the new release of Audition coming out. I don't know if it's an Audition thing or a Waves thing, but I'm holding out high hopes. Yeah, we probably need to do something funky with that. Let's go to Effects, sorry, Multi-Track, Bounce Down, Selected Clips in Time Selection. And then we're going to normalize that so we can see what we're working with. Go back. Get rid of that.
Radio.com and enjoy.
And we need to send you over to the voice effects bus.
Radio.com and enjoy.
Just having fun with a bit of delay here.
And enjoy.
On the beat, of course.
And enjoy. The Rockin' Diner is a 24/7 internet radio station. Just log on to www.rockindiner.radio.com.
So there we go. And of course I could do a bit more with the production on that and maybe, but definitely adding some effects, loudness maximizer and exciter to Duke's voice, bringing it out and making it pop across the bed. I also had to work with a Christmas jingle. Oh my goodness.
Rapid Fire Radio. Rapidfire.caster.fm.
I played you this great 80s old-time rock jingle, which I thought sounded awesome, by the way.
More music, more memories. Oh,
And we started off the hour with Sheldon.
Sit down, strap in, hang on, and rock out. This is Red Radio.
That was probably one of my favourite rock jingles of the whole session. Well, it's been lovely of you to join me on the session today, but it does look like we are out of time already. Apologies if I did not get to mention your comment on this show, but do continue the conversation over at community.musicradiocreative.com, and I'm back on Monday.